Stu, you'll be taking out Heather.
My name's not Heather, and I'm Steve's sister. You look like a predator. I would never date a guy like that.
And tonight, welcome to the gender gap. You had to choose one sexual position and stick with it for the rest of your life.
I don't even know what reverse cowgirl is. That's why you ain't got no man, girl. You need to put a reverse cowgirl.
If the focus group has a bad opinion of you, this seat is gonna get really hot. Literally.
My ass is burning.
OMG.
Dude, control yourself around your best friend's chick? That's a predator comment.
Guys are wolves, man. What are you giving that look for? What?
What is she gonna college? What are you passionate about? What's your favorite sport to watch?
I'm watching the worst interview ever. This is a guy you liked.
Yeah, I did.
Playing it safe. Why?
This house is bull. This house is bull.
Wow.
We just found out that the love of Stu's life is Steve's sister.
The deception. I don't know what to think about Steve. There's no way I'm ever gonna be able to read him properly ever again.
Every time I date somebody from now on,
I'm like, I want a birth certificate.
I want a fingerprint.
I want a blood test. I want your social.
Now he actually sees what it's like to be played, and it's very hurtful. So now that the shoe's on the other foot, I actually feel good about it.
Oh, I learned my lesson.
After Monica's bombshelling group, I think it's important that she do a follow-up with Stu to get to the root of his issues with women.
For a massage therapist, you're actually awful tight.
Just the man I was looking for. I need you. We have to talk.
I'm in the kitchen minding my own business, and then in comes Monica or Heather, or whatever she goes by these days, and she tells me that she wants to have a one-on-one with me.
All right. Well, it's good to see you again.
You too, Monica.
Well, I want you to know that it wasn't my intention to trick you or lie to you.
Trust me, I'm no hard feelings. I understand.
I do have concerns, okay, about you and where you are. My concern is, when do you shift from, party boy Stu into relationship mode Stu?
I think I haven't put myself in a position to find a girl like Heather. If you like, a lot of times I go after low-hanging fruit. I think because of that, it's easy for me, and I get gratification right away.
Why do you think you do that? Do you think it's a fear of rejection?
I kind of do think it's a fear of rejection.
Okay.
At a young age, I was rejected by girls like all the time, and I just think that kind of stuck with me. Kids were extremely, remaining me because I was a chubby kid. As soon as I kind of blossomed, I kind of almost took it out on women, and I just never put myself in positions to be vulnerable ever again.
So far, I feel that you are, among everybody in the house, in the best place that you can be.
Right.
Okay, because you're 24, you're young,
right,
and you still have the ability to make changes in your life to get to where you want to go.
I don't know if she wanted to get me thinking it, because that's basically what happened. I just started thinking, why do I cheat all the time? And I'm hoping that I actually, can get something out of this.
All right, so we'll talk more about this again.
Sounds good.
All right, good, thanks.
You bet.
Realistically speaking, I know that I have issues. Like, I trust too easily.
Okay.
I open myself up too easily. Like, I'm in love with the idea of love.
Yeah, I think Soraya is really awesome.
She's definitely the cutest girl. I'm definitely a super flirt. So, I flirt a lot.
I saw those eyes and that hair. I was like, and what she got underneath that dress? I couldn't even tell, because I was just looking at your eyes.
Honestly, out of all of the guys, I think the only person I would date in this house would be Christopher. I loved you. I was like, this guy's hilarious. I'm telling you, at the end of the show, I'm getting down on one knee, I'm proposing. So we're like...
To who? Oh, to me?
You, yeah. You're like my twin.
Everyone, will you come join me? It's a fact that men and women just see relationships differently. And that's our theme for our third week at boot camp. It's often called the Mars versus Venus effect. And I'll be putting that into the spotlight. Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
I'm kind of getting giddy, because last time he called us to the yard, we went on dates with girls, real-life girls.
This week, boot camp is all about Mars versus Venus, or how men and women see things so differently. Now, I'd like to demonstrate, so go get ready, and I'll catch up with you guys later.
There's no telling what this man is up to, so here we go again.
All right. Cool. Okay. Thanks. I know men are from Mars, women are from Venus. I thought maybe it was going to be some sort of like a trivial game.
Men versus women. This is going to be a very fun afternoon. It ain't something about around Judy and Portia.
Yeah.
Bet we can get them pissed off real quick. Oh, I was kidding. No, I was kidding. I don't want to piss you off.
That's just how I am in life, in games. Like, it's going down. And I'm sorry for the other team.
Boys versus girls. Here we go.
They're definitely on to something. Here's what it is. It's the annual Tough Love game show, pitting the men against the women in what I like to call the gender gap.
We walk in there, there's Steve, looking like a 1970s Bob Barker.
Come on, gang, like this way, guys.
Lots of people in the audience. There was some cheering going on.
Guys over here.
Really felt like a real game show.
Ladies, right over here.
So I see like the pink and the blue couch. Clearly, girls against guys and the war.
Please have a seat, everyone. Welcome to America's newest game show, The Gender Gap.
I have a live studio audience cheering for me. It's my dream come true.
Today, the men of tough love will be competing against the women of tough love. We've surveyed 200 men and 200 women on a series of important relationship topics. Your task will be to accurately predict how the opposite sex answered those questions. This is a contest to see whether the men or the women know more about the opposite sex.
The pressure was on, for sure, because I've never had to answer questions in front of 100 people before.
Remember, men, you're answering questions based on the way you think the women responded. And women, you're answering questions based on the way you think the men responded. You guys ready to play?
Yeah.
Bring it on.
Now, I'm going to start with a question for the men. We asked women, what is the craziest place you've had sex? Is it A, in a car, B, in a public park, C, an airplane, or D, a bar bathroom?
That's just nasty.
Stu, like you haven't tried it.
Don't make it right.
I've had sex so many different places. Church is probably the worst. That's probably the one that I feel bad about.
You guys have a consensus?
We're gonna go with B, public park.
Well played, fellas. You're correct. Most women say B. All right, girls, we asked 200 men. How long do you wait before you have sex? A, a month. B, 3 dates. C, 1 date. D, she just bought me a shot. My name is Stu.
Oh, no.
It doesn't say if you really like a girl. No, I know.
I think it's implied that he likes the girl. He wants to have sex. Let's just assume
That's
that.
not what we meant. We meant like actually liked her, like respected her a little
You're
bit.
thinking that if he likes her more,
I think
he
it
may
would
be
be
willing,
different.
he may want to wait.
Yeah, like I think if he didn't like the girl, he'd be
Hear
like,
that
hey,
one,
first,
fellas?
let's get it in.
You gay?
You guys are gonna have a lot to discuss later on back at the house, that's for sure. All right, come on, I need an answer.
First date.
First date. You were wrong. The answer's B, 3 dates.
Damn it.
Yeah. You know, these are respectable men we survey.
3 dates? Are you kidding me? A guy would have sex with you before the first date if he could.
How important is size to a woman? A, doesn't matter. B, it's not that important as long as he's got a good personality. C, it's not the size of the ship, it's the motion in the ocean. And D, men under 7 inches need not apply.
I mean, I would go D with this. I say C is the one to actually get it correct.
You guys got an answer?
Yep. We're gonna go with C.
More than 3/4 of women surveyed said C. Good job, fellas. That's an easy one.
The whole motion of the ocean thing is total BS. We figure out real quick that the answers are not about what women think. It's about what they want us to think.
That's another point for the guys. That's 2 for the guys. But remember, this answer came from a survey of 200 men. What is the sexiest thing about a woman? A, her glowing personality. B, her beautiful breasts. C, her eyes. Or D, her cute little butt.
You say what?
What's your answer?
Mine is A.
Oh, come on. Group answer, Kyle. What is it?
Sexiest things are eyes. Come on.
Okay, fine. We'll go with A.
We're gonna go with A. According to men, the correct answer is her eyes.
Thank you.
A was actually the 3rd answer, believe it or not. Clearly, Portia's lacking in the knowledge of men department.
Don't start today.
Let's move right along. When a guy asks how many men you've slept with, how many men do you subtract from your real number when you're responding? A, 0, B, 5, C, 10, D, 20 plus.
Girls definitely always subtract something.
We're gonna go with A.
Now, why are you gonna go with A?
Because they lied on the last question, so we're assuming that they're gonna lie on this one too. And
So they're gonna lie about a lie. What do you think the real answer is?
we want to say B, but
Lace, what do you think about that?
So their answer is
Their
A.
answer is A, actually, because they think that girls are too ashamed to answer this question honestly on a survey. Do you think they're right?
For me, I'd be honest.
As a matter of fact, A is the answer. Women wouldn't subtract anything from their number of partners. So let's get it up for the fellas.
Oh my goodness, okay. These boys are killing us.
Who are these chumps you interviewed?
Are you upset because of the answers or because you're not getting them right?
I'm a sore loser. That's simple.
Well, willing to admit it at least. Portia's anger isn't just about this game. In any battle of the sexes in her life, she wants the upper hand. And if she doesn't have it, the claws come right out.
I'm not gonna answer. You're not gonna set me up. I was starting on the last one.
I'm pissed. I'm like, we gotta pull it together, girls. Like, we gotta get it together right now.
Coming up on Tough Love Co-Ed.
You couldn't control yourself around like your best friend's chick?
If she flirts with me, I mean, I'm wasted. What do you give me that look for?
I've been cheated on in every single relationship I've ever been in.
She needs to change the subject.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
And later, you're a 10. You're all 10s. Here's your chance to catch up. The men are ahead of the women when it comes to knowing how the opposite sex thinks. But will they maintain their lead, or will the ladies be able to catch up by tapping into the male psyche? Remember, this is a question we ask men. If you had to choose one sexual position and stick with it for the rest of your life, it would be A, doggy, B, missionary, C, her on top, D, reverse cowgirl.
I don't even know what reverse cowgirl is.
Oh,
you guys.
really?
No, are you kidding me? That's why you ain't got no man, girl. You need to pull that reverse cowgirl. Listen, you may walk out of the room with a ring. We're gonna go with A, doggy.
That's one for the girls. Men like doggy. Good job, girls. All right, fellas, we're asking women, what, ladies, is your favorite way to enhance sex?
I think it's C.
You are incorrect. It's B, the use of sex toys.
That's your guys' fantasy.
I am a toy. Let my body be your playground.
We ask men, how many times a week do you like to have sex? Portia?
C.
And you are correct. It is C.
The ladies are back in the game. Woo woo!
We asked 200 women, would you ever tell your boyfriend that you cheated on him?
I'm gonna go with B, final answer.
Sorry to break it to you, Chris, but you are wrong. It is D. Women say, I couldn't live with my conscience. We asked 200 men, how many times a day do you think about sex?
Let's go with...
I think it's more than they can count because I don't think they're going 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, we're gonna go with D. We're gonna go with D.
You're correct. All right, fellas, they got that one right, so it's a tie score. We're asking women, how important to you is it to cuddle after sex?
All right, we're gonna go with C.
And you are correct. Women say cuddling is very important.
Oh, it's time to go to sleep.
Well, you're not much of a cuddler?
No, not if you have a baby. I'm old. I thought I had that one right, but excuse the hell out of me. I guess I need to start cuddling.
We're asking men, when do you stop someone from flirting with your girlfriend?
I would say B. I would say B.
And B is correct. Most guys will shut down a flirtation once they see a guy going in for the kill. We asked 200 women, how long would you date someone before talking to him about moving in together?
We're going with 6 months.
Not all these women are looking to shack up. The answer is A. Remember, we're asking men here, do you always wear a condom?
So we're gonna go with B.
And you are correct, B. Well, I'd like to congratulate the women for the convincing win.
We schooled them in the end. The women rock.
They have won the first episode of Gender Gap.
Where I think the guys just gotta get cocky. We come up with a quick answer and done, and we lost. It sucks. Don't like losing.
Thanks for coming. We'll see you soon. The game show proves once again that when it comes to relationships, men and women have some serious preconceived notions that just get in the way. All right, everyone. Men and women see the world differently. And the surveys prove that. You women assume that men, in general, are more focused on the sexual aspect of a relationship than anything else.
I think it plays an important role, but I don't think it's the most important.
The men seem to assume that women were very, let's say, ashamed of their behavior.
I don't know. I mean, I figure that's a personal thing, the way they view themselves and the way they want to be viewed.
Doesn't it say a lot about your preconceived notions? And so it's really important that when you start to date somebody, that you communicate to them what your preferences are at the appropriate time.
Steve's talk with us afterwards taught me more than the sex game did.
We'll have a lot more to discuss later. See you guys back at the house.
Oh, boy. Give me some ice.
When we get back to the house, everybody kind of got into the hot tub and just started talking.
That's what I'm talking about.
How you doing?
When I saw Stu with his beer cap on, I thought, we're in for an interesting evening.
Hey, Christopher, do I look like your mom?
Hop on in here, sweetie. Christopher's like screaming at his head.
Oh, my boyfriend's here.
Your husband's here. Wait, what was the rule? What was the rule?
Boyfriends, the house, husband and wife in the house has noticed that Christopher and Soraya have an extreme flirtation going on. So we decided to dub them Siristifer.
I told him, if I'm still single at age 30, will you marry me? And he said, hell yeah. So Christopher and I made a deal that when I am 30, and if I'm still not married, and he's still single at 38, we're just gonna get married.
So he has all the qualities you're looking for in a man?
Yeah, he has all the qualities you want in a guy. Just go out and test the waters. How long are they gonna drag this out?
She's 4 years too young.
So Christopher needs to make it happen or just stop talking about it. So the question is, would you let your girl hang around other men?
We're all friends already, and
Okay,
she's
but
with
what
a
if your
group of people.
girlfriend had mostly guy friends? Would that be a problem?
Yes.
Really? Because most of my friends are guys.
What man is trying to hang out you platonically because you have a great sense of humor and make good choices?
No.
You're my best buddy, but she's a hottie with the big boobies. You're not hitting on her. She hits on you, and you couldn't stop yourself from doing it?
Couple
Just saying.
That's a predator comment. I mean, you can't control yourself. around. You couldn't control yourself around like your best friend's chick.
However, I couldn't. I don't trust other men to not do it.
If you trust your girl enough not to do anything, who gives a damn if somebody else flirts with her destiny? You should trust her enough to not pursue it.
Everyone in the house was in on that argument, and I was really surprised because it was divided.
Guys are wolves, man. No. Oh, if she flirts with me, I'm wasted. What do you give me that look for? Don't look at me and go like this. That's bull. Yeah, that's bull. What? What is it? I know it's not an excuse. Yeah, that's bull. He's looking at me like a moron. This is reasonable right now.
Stu, once again, being 24, he is very shut down. I'm trying to explain to you, if you trust this girl, she can go out with her friends.
I can't trust them. I don't care what our relationship is. I'm not gonna trust. It might be.
Men are wolves, you know, and the second there's blood in the water, like they're gonna go for it.
I've never trusted a girl enough to go out and have a friend.
Stu, let me tell you, when you find that girl and you know she's for you and there's nothing else that nobody else can say.
To be perfectly honest, I wouldn't trust a girl with a guy like me. I wouldn't.
There it is. Girl, like, there it is.
This kind of got real.
I didn't mean to do it. I didn't mean to yell at you or nothing.
That's tonight's lesson, is that we want to all find people
We're trying to bridge the gap between genders.
Right.
So we have 40 minutes to get ready. Portia's not gonna be ready.
Well, you just make sure that the guy knows that you're interested if you're interested.
The women beat the men in front of a live studio audience at the game show. But everyone's performances will now be evaluated by a different kind of audience when they sit on a different kind of hot seat.
Go out tonight.
I know, right?
Where do you think we're going?
I don't know. Somewhere good.
Hi, everyone. This week we've been talking about how men and women see relationships and romance differently. Today, we're going to find out what the opposite sex is really thinking about you during a live date. But you won't be dating just one person today. You'll be dating 7.
Wow. Speed.
That's right. We're going to have a focus group of 6 men watching the women and a group of 6 women watching the men during your dates. They'll be dialing up and dialing down their opinion of you using one of these. Okay, now this is a perception analyzer by Dialsmith. If our focus group dials you down, I'll be able to let you know. Because this is a hot seat. Literally.
Oh my God.
Coming up on Tough Love Co-Ed.
I have ADD, so it's almost the same thing. Like, it's hard for me to kind of like stay still.
I don't know if this is a date or a therapy session.
We're gonna have a focus group of 6 men watching the women and a group of 6 women watching the men during your dates. If the focus group has a bad opinion of you, this seat is gonna get really hot. If they have a good opinion of you, the heat will go down. But if you really can't take the heat, I wanna give you a safe word to use. Sunny. If it's too hot, use sunny in a sentence. But don't abuse the safe word. One more thing. You can't let the dater know about the hot seat, of course. You're all gonna be meeting new people today, except for you, Soraya. You made a connection. Want to see if you can go without screwing it up.
I'll try. And I'm thinking, okay, I know how to handle myself in a date situation. My seat should never get hot.
Let's get started.
Uh-oh.
I'm really looking forward to this exercise. It's a priceless opportunity to get real-time feedback from the opposite sex. I just hope the boot campers can keep their cool.
Hi.
Long time no see.
I know, right? I like the purple on you. That's really cute.
I tried to put on a bow tie, and let me tell you, it did not work.
No? I was extremely nervous before going in there, and when I saw him, like, my face lit up. Maybe I do kind of like this guy.
Cheers.
Oh, yeah, cheers.
Santé.
What are you drinking? Beer?
Beer.
This is a second date for them.
So why are you still single?
I've had poor judgment. I've just had really bad luck.
And that whole curse thing, right?
Yeah, the whole curse thing. like I said, like, I don't want it to be like a weird thing, like I practice like on the Ouija board or anything like that. It's something that my family has kind of told me throughout my life about the family curse, but I believe it's just like really bad luck, you know? Like,
Oh, what's bad luck?
I think I just have poor judgment. I've been cheated on in every single relationship I've ever been in. And I'm a little weird.
She needs to change the subject.
This is so depressing. Like, I thought this was a date. You're supposed to sell yourself.
If there's anything that you don't like,
Dial up the heat.
This seat's getting a little hotter. I'm like, okay, what am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? I like to keep busy. I have so many different like passions and interests that I have that I love to just kind of do everything. And I have ADD, so it's almost the same thing. Like, it's hard for me to kind of like stay still. Oh, Lord have mercy.
remember Rule 75? TMI? When you share all the gory details of your dating life, guess what? You're gonna scare men off.
It's a really nice day out today, huh?
It is.
So it's sunny out, but it seems like it's really cold.
Sonny, use your safe word, guys. Okay, take it easy, take it easy.
Nice to meet you.
Sam.
Sam,
Hey,
yes.
Sam.
Easy.
So, how are you?
Good, I'm good.
When I first saw Sam, I thought, you know, she was cute, she seemed normal, and I'm excited about this. I'm excited to meet another girl. I'm excited to apply what Steve's taught me.
So what do you do?
This is my first year of professional hockey. And,
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And what about you?
I just started a jewelry business
Okay.
and I make these bullet necklaces.
You made that personally?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, right on. Mind if I...
Sure.
So far, so good, right?
Yeah. I'm originally from Colorado. Broke my pelvis snowboarding in college, so I'm not much of a snowboarder anymore.
Yeah, oh, wow. Is everything moving around late? Everything's good now? My ass is burning. I can smell it, but I'm just like, keep it together, keep it together. Oh my God, sorry, I'm getting a little nervous. You know, I'm starting to realize I can't take the heat. That's for sure.
You need to drink up.
Yeah, no, I don't want to be sucking it down, but I think I might have to pour it on my neck. You got me nervous on my first date. My first blind date ever.
You're doing fine.
Okay. Have you ever done anything like this before?
No, never. No blind dates, nothing.
Right.
I'm actually usually a terrible dater because I'm incredibly awkward.
I can't imagine that. Let's have an awkward moment real fast and see how it goes. Wasn't that bad?
While I'm waiting in my seat, I'm worried about the focus group, my date, you know, just wanting to just get it over with.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm pretty good. How you doing?
Good. Judy?
Judy? Oh, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
I'm Darius. Tell me more about what you do.
I have a beautiful daughter. Her name is Faith. Yeah.
How old is your daughter?
She's 6.
I'm into childcare. I love working with kids.
Oh,
that's my thing.
awesome. Do you want to have children?
Me? I would love to have children, but if I don't, you know, it's cool. I might adopt. You know, still deciding.
Adopt?
Yeah.
Ding, 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 ding. That says that if he goes into a relationship with somebody who has a child, he'd consider adopting that child as if it was his. And that is important to me.
You're very handsome.
Thank you.
I've dated women with kids, and some of those are independent, and some of them are actually looking for, you know, the father figure.
What are the things that you like to do?
I like to skate.
You know, skate, like roller
Skate, roller skate, ice skate.
Also, I would love to go skating.
Yeah, I would
used to
take
skate all
you.
the time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Definitely next time. So
I'm going to remind you about that one, okay?
At first, I wasn't interested in this date up until we started talking about children. Like that chemistry started to connect right then at that moment.
Hi there.
how are you?
I'm good. I'm Portia.
Nice to meet you. I'm Brandon.
Brandon, nice to meet you.
Going into the date, I'm thinking this is gonna be a piece of cake. I'm gonna be charming. I'm gonna be awesome, and clearly he's gonna think I'm hot.
Why do you feel like you're single?
That's a good question. I don't know. I have a lot to offer to a relationship, and I would want the same in return. Do you consider yourself high maintenance?
Not really.
No? Okay.
What about you?
Sometimes I would say so. Well, yes, I am. I'll admit it. I am. I'm on it.
Portia still doesn't get it. It's been 3 weeks, and she's still stubbornly proud that she's high maintenance.
What do you think about high maintenance?
I don't like high maintenance at all.
Maybe a little heat from the focus group will finally get through to her.
OMG. My ass and all the glutes, all the area in here, it was just on fire. It was spicy.
Are you enjoying the weather and everything in LA?
Man, it's beautiful. Enjoy the sunny weather.
Always.
Sunny. She just used her safe word because it was too hot.
Houston gets pretty hot, I'm sure, right?
Oh man, it's sunny all the time. I wish I could get a splash of Sunny D or something in here.
Sunny. Sunny. She keeps talking about how sunny it is.
Okay, Portia, we get it. We've turned down the heat. You can stop using the safe word now. Coming up, you make me feel sad when I watch you date. Things are heating up tough love style as 2 focus groups watch the boot campers during their one-on-one dates.
Hi.
Kyle, Rusty.
Rusty, nice to meet you. So, tell me a little bit about yourself. Where are you from?
I'm from Virginia originally.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I live in San Diego now.
You live in San Diego? I'm from San Diego.
Are you really?
I am. Where did you go to college?
Georgetown.
So what do you do out in San Diego?
I'm in real estate.
Your family, they're all in Virginia. How long have you been in San Diego? How old are you? What are you passionate about? What's your favorite sport to watch?
I feel like I'm watching, like, the worst interview ever.
What else do you like to do? Do you like to travel? You ever been out of the country or anything?
Rule number 39, don't fire up the grill. I mean, remember, this is a date, not an interview. Kyle is practically interrogating the guy.
You're a very dynamic person, huh?
My butt was on fire, but I wasn't about to, like, freak out because I definitely 100% want to go out with him again.
Oh, my God's on fire.
Are you from LA?
No, I'm from Kansas.
Kansas? I can't say I've been there before.
You seem like the weight training type of guy.
Yeah, I do
Like you like the gym?
I do like the gym. I don't overdo it. You know, I don't spend like all day long in the gym or anything like that.
There's no way that's true.
I don't overdo it.
That's a lie. That is a lie.
When Steve said, you know, there's gonna be a literal hot seat, I wasn't thinking it was gonna be a stove. I didn't know my butt cheeks was gonna catch on fire. It's a lot more sunny here, so.
Yeah?
Yeah. Is it more sunny here than it is in Kansas?
Lower the heat. Lower the heat.
I would give my guy a 9. So I'm hoping that he likes me.
I would.
During the group, he's gonna come out. He's gonna say, "We have a surprise for you." He's gonna like, Judy, I'm Jerome Darius Ward. I am Steve's cousin.
For group tonight, I'm anxious because I think that my date went really, really well. I'll be really surprised if I am in the hot seat.
I'm nervous for group tonight because I don't really know what to expect, but I hope I'm not on the hot seat.
Good evening, everyone. The theme this week was Mars versus Venus. We live in a world that's split between these polar opposites. And if you want to find love, it helps to know how you're perceived by the opposite sex. This week, the person who did by far and away the best would be Stu. Stu, what do you think you did well this week?
She said she was a little awkward. I could definitely relate to that. So I know what it takes for me to be comfortable, so I was trying to make her comfortable.
Your date, Samantha. Let's get her feedback. So what'd you think of Stu?
He was great. He was really nice. He seemed like a genuinely really good guy.
You seem nervous?
Yes.
Yeah?
But I was nervous too, so I think it was both of our first blind dates, so.
On a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being you don't ever want to see him again, and 10 being you're not going to be able to sleep tonight just thinking about it, where would you rate your feeling?
I would say an 8.
Are you in any way related to me?
No.
Okay. Did you like her? Would you want to see her again?
It was a situation where you can't really get to know somebody in 10 minutes. But I mean, from what I got, I enjoyed, I enjoyed her company, and I thought she was cute. So yeah, I would definitely like to see her again.
All right, let me put you two out one more time.
Okay.
We're comfortable being good Stu.
Okay.
Okay, keep it up.
You can do it.
Soraya.
Oh, thank God. I for sure thought I was in the hot seat, so, okay.
How do you think you did?
Well, during the date, I thought I did a pretty good job. I maybe said a little bit more than I would have liked.
I'm going to show you feedback from the focus group. What was it that you turned up the heat for?
Oh, she said she was crazy, and she said she has ADD, and I don't know if this is a date or a therapy session.
I feel so disgusted. She basically sounds like she feels like she's a piece of shit. And so, like, I am not interested in hanging out with. I thought this was a date. You're supposed to sell yourself, so you just convinced me not to be interested in you.
I don't want to be perceived as that.
I started to feel sorry about halfway through that date. You make me feel sad when I watch you date. Coming up on Tough Love Co-Ed.
I'm trying so hard because I want to find love, and I'm trying really hard to, like, connect.
You're playing it safe. Soraya, you make me feel sad when I watch you date. And I don't want to feel sad.
I don't want anyone to feel sad being on a date with me. I think it was more of me trying to figure out why my seat was getting warmer and maybe trying to give a better explanation for the whole curse thing. In doing so, it did look like I was just naming a list of all the things that I do wrong.
If somebody asks you what you've been through, there's need-to-know information and there's too much information. It's like, have you ever been cheated on? Yeah. Good answer. Have you ever been cheated on? By every guy I've ever been with. Woo!
It's pretty much everything that you already said to me, so.
You sabotage yourself, mostly by putting yourself down.
I never looked at it like that, like that I'm constantly putting myself down.
Dating is the precipice to a relationship. It doesn't have to be miserable. Dating is actually supposed to be fun. I want to show you some feedback because your date, you're lucky he likes you, okay? So, date number 2 with Soraya.
All right.
How'd it go?
It went well, I think. She shares the same level of goofiness that I do.
During the date, any red flags?
You know, the ADD, I think everyone has some ADD, so I'm not going to hate on someone for that. But the only red flag I think I would see is the fact that she's been cheated on, and people can get a little jaded after a while.
Here's what I noticed about you. You fall fast. A consequence of that is that you also sometimes miss red flags.
Absolutely.
You idealize the other person. You put on your blinders. I'm going to put him on ice for a minute. I'm gonna set you up with somebody else. I want you to have someone to compare to now. All right? You on board?
I am.
Good. Paj, what did you think of your date this week?
Right off hand, she was beautiful.
That was like, let me put a good-looking girl in front of him and see what happens.
Yeah, no, she was very beautiful, and that went to the back of the mind. So then it was like, now let's see what the personality's like.
How did you determine what your presentation was going to be like?
I didn't want to be the old Paj, so I would, scratch all the sex talk.
Let me show you what she had to say.
To tell you the truth, I walked in, I thought he was cute, and I became extremely nervous.
Did you really?
Well, I go to the gym constantly, so a guy that can go to the gym with me would be a lot of fun. I like the fact that he was family-oriented, which is something that I'm definitely looking for.
So would you like to see him again?
Yeah.
Okay. You're not used to dating women for long periods of time. I'd like to see you go out on a second date with somebody. Would you like to see her again?
Yeah, I would.
You're doing good, man.
Thank you.
Keep it up. Judy, how did you do this week?
I think I did pretty good under the circumstances.
Yeah, of course, and they're meant to be challenging. I think this is tough. It's just getting started.
I was nervous. Overall, I thought he was a really good guy. Then he said he was willing to adopt, and I was like, oh, just what you do, Steve? Did you go and talk to the guy about me?
Let's see what your date had to say.
Judy was fun. She's really nice. She's attractive, and I had a good time talking to her. Yeah, especially with her having a child and me liking kids.
You are interested in seeing her again?
Yes, definitely am.
If 1 was you don't ever want to see her again, and 10 is you're not going to be able to sleep tonight just thinking about it, how would you rate it?
Probably like 8. She's definitely captivating, so I want to see where it goes.
What he had to say must have been music to your ears.
I think when you get older, you become wiser and you know pretty much what you're looking for as a woman. And I would love to really get a chance to get to know him.
He was very excited about seeing you again. I like when I see sparks flying. It gets me excited.
I'm definitely interested in a second date.
I'm excited for you.
I am too.
Good. Time for the hot seat. Oh, Kyle, get up on the hot seat. You're not up here for a lack of trying, but I gotta be tough on you.
Please, that's why I'm here.
I've condensed your date. I've kind of put the focus on what you were saying.
Where are you from? Where did you go to college? What do you do out in San Diego? What are you passionate about? Your family, they're all in Virginia? What's your favorite sport to watch? What else do you like to do? Do you like to travel?
This is a guy you liked.
Yeah, I did.
Playing it safe. Why? Coming up on Tough Love Co-Ed. You ever had your heart broken? Playing it safe. Why?
I have no clue. I mean, maybe it's because I'm trying so hard because I want to find love and I'm trying really hard to, connect.
You're a deeply emotional person, and that's a wonderful thing. That's what makes you beautiful. But you hide your emotions when you're around men, especially a man you might like. Let's look at his feedback. Did you get the impression that she was into you?
With her, it could go either way. She may be into me, or she may not like me at all. I can't really tell. She was kind of hard to read that way.
Do you think that if a girl was into you, it would be more obvious?
I think so, yeah. I'd probably give it 6.5.
How do you feel about the 6.5?
It sucks. I want to get an 8. I want to get a 10.
You are a 10. You're a 10. You're all 10s. Be that person. Take a chance, for crying out loud. As a matchmaker, I see it all the time. Women who continually ask questions are trying to avoid talking about themselves. Men are going to like what they see. Okay, now they need to like what they hear. You need to say something that they're going to remember. The type of questions that you ask men are very generic, surface-level questions. This is the kind of thing we got to ask them. Have you been in love before? Well, that's deep. You ever had your heart broken? How about you answer those questions for me? You ever had your heart broken?
I have had my heart broken. It sucked at the time, but now looking back, I wouldn't change anything because I loved him and it was a great love, and now I'm looking forward to an even better love because I know what's out there for me.
I like that answer. It's a good answer. That was a damn good answer.
It was.
Did you hear that answer? Just having the courage to ask a meaningful question is sometimes all it takes to let a guy know that you're into it. That's going to make him want to put his best foot forward.
Okay.
Good. I don't want to see you in a hot seat again. Go over there.
Told myself I wouldn't cry. Whatever.
What you're looking for is not unreasonable. You want a 10? Sometimes the difference between a 9 and a 10 is the answer to one simple question. Think about what's coming out of your mouth. Think about what you're communicating to these people. Step up your game. Good night. Next time on Tough Love Co-Ed. The only way you can communicate will be through a voice synthesizer.
Tell me about the last guy that you were with, sexually.
So you want to know me sexually?
I want to know you inside and out.
Oh, really?
My inside is just as beautiful as my outside.
Why don't we open up the bidding at $10?
Judy, what's
Hi.
up, boo?
We knew something was wrong.
You're leaving?
Yeah.